Is the 2026 Toyota Camry still worth it when everyone seems to be buying SUVs? I asked myself that exact question as I walked past row after row of crossovers at the rental lot last month. But then my flight got delayed, the shuttle van broke down, and, thanks to a last-minute cancellation, I was handed the keys to a midnight black 2026 Camry XSE instead. And honestly, that detour changed everything. For the next week, I drove the Camry through rain-slicked highways, suburban school zones, and even a winding back road on the way to a friend's cabin. No staged photo ops, no PR handlers, just me, a half-empty coffee thermos, and the quiet hum of a sedan that refused to be ignored, even in a world that's supposedly moved on from cars like this. Because here's what I realized. The Camry isn't trying to win a popularity contest. It's built for the people who still value calm over chaos, efficiency over excess, and reliability over reinvention. And as I lived with it, 6 real-life questions kept surfacing, the kind you ask when you're tired of compromises. Does it actually feel modern inside or just updated? Can a hybrid really deliver both performance and peace of mind at the pump? Is the ride smooth enough for daily stress, or does it feel numb? Does it handle like a car that respects the driver, not just the commute? Are the safety features truly standard or buried behind trims? And most importantly, does it make your everyday life easier, not just your driveway look fuller? Let me tell you what I found behind the wheel. 1. A cabin that feels calm, not clinical. Step into the 2026 Camry and you're greeted by a cabin that's both refreshed and restrained. The redesign, carried over from the all-new 2025 9th generation, brings a cleaner dashboard, soft-touch materials even on mid-trims, and ambient white LED lighting that adds warmth without gimmickry. The seats in the XSE trim are supportive but without being stiff, wrapped in premium fabric or available leather that held up to muddy boots and spilled snacks. Unlike some rivals that drown you in glossy black plastic, the Camry uses matte finishes and intuitive physical buttons for climate control, a small mercy when you're adjusting heat with one hand while holding a phone in the other. It doesn't scream luxury, it whispers thoughtful. 2. A hybrid power that actually feels alive. Here's the big shift. For 2026, the Camry is hybrid only across all trims. Gone is the old gas-only engine. In its place is a refined 2.5-liter 4-cylinder paired with electric motors delivering a combined 225 horsepower. On paper, that's modest, but on the road, it's surprisingly responsive. The electric motor fills in low-end torque, making stoplight launches smooth and confident. Around town, it glides silently in EV mode. On the highway, the transition to gas power is seamless, no jarring lurches. And the fuel economy? I averaged 48 mpg in mixed driving. That's not just efficient, it's liberating. One tank lasted me nearly 600 miles. While SUVs gulp fuel on weekend trips, the Camry lets you forget the gas station exists. 3. A ride that absorbs life's bumps, literally. The Camry's suspension tuning strikes a rare balance, composed but never harsh. Potholes, expansion joints, and gravel driveways are muffled, not magnified. There's no floaty disconnect like in some comfort-tuned sedans, nor the jittery firmness of sportier rivals. It simply flows. Wind noise is minimal at 70 miles per hour, and road roar is well contained, thanks in part to acoustic windshield glass and extra sound insulation. After a 2-hour drive home from the airport at midnight, I didn't feel drained. I felt rested. In a world where every vehicle seems engineered for maximum stimulation, the Camry offers something radical: tranquility. 4. Handling that respects your intelligence. Don't mistake calm for dull. The Camry steering is light but precise, with just enough feedback to feel connected. On that mountain back road, it held its line through corners without drama, and the low center of gravity, thanks to the hybrid battery placement, gave it a planted, stable feel. It won't thrill like a sports sedan, but it won't punish you either. This is a car that understands most driving isn't about apexes. It's about merging safely, changing lanes smoothly, and arriving unruffled. And with standard front-wheel drive and optional all-wheel drive on certain trims, it adapts to your climate without complicating your life. 5. Safety that comes standard, no fine print. Every 2026 Camry includes Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 as standard, automatic emergency braking, lane tracing assist, adaptive cruise control, road sign recognition, and even a driver attention monitor. No need to upgrade to a $35,000 trim to get basic collision avoidance. For new parents, aging relatives, or anyone who values proactive protection, this is non-negotiable, and Toyota gets it right. During my week with it, the system gently nudged me back into my lane during a drowsy afternoon drive. Not intrusive, just there, like a co-pilot who cares. 6. It makes you forget it's just a sedan. That's the Camry's quiet genius. It doesn't demand admiration, it earns trust. The trunk swallows 4 suitcases. The rear seat fits 3 adults, barely, but it works. The infotainment screen, now larger and more responsive, supports wireless CarPlay and Android Auto standard. Even small touches matter. Aluminum sport pedals, a leather-trimmed shift knob, and available heated and ventilated front seats that feel indulgent, not excessive. In an era obsessed with height, weight, and horsepower, the Camry dares to be efficient, elegant, and effortless. It's not trying to be an SUV, it's reminding us why sedans still matter. So yes, the 2026 Toyota Camry is absolutely still worth it, not because it's flashy, but because it's faithful. Not because it's new, but because it's right. For the commuter, the caregiver, the budget-conscious realist, it's the anti-hype machine that delivers exactly what you need, nothing you don't. If this honest, lived-in perspective helped you see the Camry in a new light, consider subscribing to Luxury Motor. We don't chase trends, we test truth, 1 mile at a time. Thanks for reading, and I'll see you in the next review.